Social media has armed millions of new influential bloggers around the globe, each touting their own respective areas of expertise, involvement, and engagement. The definition and carved out roles of these bloggers have changed and continue to change over and through the years, but at the most basic level, the bloggers brands typically want to associate themselves with have high levels of authority, reach, relevance, and, of course, influence. These individuals can, sometimes with a single tweet, Snapchat, video, or Vine, affect crowd opinion, public perception, or even the bottom line of a brand, business, or any other entity at any given moment or on an ongoing basis. So, why work with bloggers? When it comes to reaching consumers or target audiences, nothing beats the power of the personal referral or recommendation. We as consumers trust our friends, families, and those with specific expertise or influence in their fields more than any other medium, more than editorial content, brand websites, magazines, billboards, even newspapers. In fact, 90% of consumers trust peer recommendations. Only 33% trust ads. And with our close circles of friends growing more and more online and shrinking in the real-world traditional sense, recommendations from personal acquaintances or opinions posted by consumers online have quickly become among the most trusted forms of marketing today. And all of this affects your brand or client's bottom line. Scott Cook, founder and CEO of Intuit, hit the nail on the head when he said, "A brand is no longer what we tell the consumer it is, it's what consumers tell each other it is." For all intents and purposes, bloggers are members of the media and should be treated as such. Just as citizen journalism has grabbed a foothold in recent years, so have the expansive networks and relevance and power of bloggers. With that comes certain ethical considerations and parameters. The FTC has very strict guidelines about how bloggers report on their brand dealings and partnerships, just as they do with more traditional members of the media. So don't be surprised when you see a sponsored or ad hashtag on social posts or an "I was compensated for this post" caveat with a blog story. Know this, be okay with this, and work within those parameters accordingly. That being said, most highly regarded and top-tier bloggers today have enterprises to grow and will sometimes accept compensation for creating posts and content about your brand or client. View these as partnerships, not pay-for-play agreements. Utilize the blogger's expansive network and influence to learn a thing or two about the area in which your client plays. For instance, I once led 4 separate focus groups in major cities across the country with bloggers that my client hand-selected and was so excited to work with and learn from. Bloggers offer the distinct advantage and perspectives of being both consumers and media professionals. They have their fingers on the pulse of what their readers, your target audience, want to read, want to buy, and want to learn more about, while still being able to offer that unbiased first-person point of view any brand should consider themselves lucky enough to obtain. Think of it this way. When it comes to major print publications, ad rates and circulation reach keep that medium afloat. As such, it's safe to assume that any given publication should be more concerned about featuring stories that keep their readership subscribed and engaged, and theoretically less about the voice of that particular magazine. Well, bloggers give you both. The first step in selecting bloggers to potentially work with your brand or on any particular project is to map out the end goal, need, or purpose of your blogger program. Are you looking to expand your reach your target audience in new different ways, get a better understanding of possible perceptions of your brand or client? What are the eventual asks for each blogger? Once you know that, do your homework on bloggers in your particular brand or client space. What is their reach? Who is their audience? Are they relevant to your brand or client's target audience? Are they willing or open to developing partnerships? After that, the hard part is done. Now it's just a matter of solidifying those relationships. A simple phone call or casual email is all it takes to get those conversations started. And from personal experience, Developing and managing a blogger program can be one of the most rewarding experiences for any public relations professional. Not only will you learn more about your client's industry than you ever thought possible, you'll also create lasting relationships and advocates that can translate beyond any particular project or account for years to come.